Tributes to Glee star Corey Monteith continue as the initial shock surrounding the young actor's death begins to sink in. Monteith's body was found in a Vancouver hotel room Saturday. An autopsy was conducted today, and although official results aren't expected for days, conclusions are being drawn based on the actor's struggles with substance abuse. As Gill reports, it's a struggle he never hid.
When I was a kid, I struggled a lot with who I was and, where my life was going.
That was before Corey Monteith found solace in acting. He publicly spoke about his struggle with drugs from the age of 16. And just this April, he had another stint in rehab. But his cousin, Richard Monteith, insists Corey was on a good path.
When I was with him, it was like there's not a thing wrong with him. He's just like me, he's just like you. We enjoy to have good times. That's what really puzzles me the most. I didn't see it coming.
The 31-year-old Canadian actor got his big break on the hit show Glee. He was in a relationship with his co-star, Lea Michele. Everything seemed to be going right. Then it all took a wrong turn Saturday when staff at this posh hotel in Vancouver discovered his body.
The medical examiner will perform the autopsy today.
The Hollywood paparazzi quickly descended on Vancouver, and Vancouver police had to hold a second news conference for the additional American media.
What the police have done is they've gone and interviewed hotel staff, and they gathered records from the hotel, including video.
Director Carl Basai worked with Monteith on the film Sisters and Brothers. Monteith was always professional and destined for bigger roles.
To me, Corey was this young guy, this kid, right, who had this amazing sparkle.
Just a small town girl. ET Canada correspondent Aaron Sebula covered Monteith's rise to stardom, which didn't come until he was an adult, but he never hid his problems.
Even though we didn't know a lot about them, he always took ownership of them. He was very open about it. He didn't pretend that everything was fine.
And for Richard Monteith, his older cousin was his hero.
His life is full of beautiful stories and triumphs and failures and successes that it doesn't matter about his problems.
Corey Monteith had a huge following, and his fans continue to mourn, their grief on display at the hotel where he had his last moments.
Thanks for having me.
According to police, it wasn't immediately apparent how Corey Monteith had died, so an autopsy is being conducted today. The coroner says it'll take some time because the process will involve reviewing his medical records and speaking to his family. Gord?
Thank you, Robin.